everyone. I'm Renee Dawson. I'm from Screencastify. Today, you're here for enhancing instruction with AI. With Screencastify, AI features and beyond the basics. I am going to go over a few updates to some of the basic features because we've pushed out some new things. But other than that, we're going to be talking about all the amazing AI features that we have in Screencastify that are just going to really transform the way that you can do things in the classroom. So let's get started. Today, for our training, like I mentioned, we're going to go over some of the updates to our basic features, like our recording features and our editor. Then we're going to move into the really fun stuff. The teleprompter with an AI script generator. We're also going to talk about enhancing videos with AI and world languages. We'll look at how to take videos from our premium library and put them into your videos page and then make AI-based quizzes with those. And we'll look at our new feature, our live learning. Then we'll switch sides from the teacher side to the student side. And we'll look at enhancing student exploration with Submit. And then hopefully I'll have a few minutes to go over just a few ways that I've come up with that you can enhance your instruction in your classroom with Screencastify that you can take away from today's session. So let's get started with what's new with screencasting. In your Screencastify extension, there are 3 ways that you can record or screencast. The first way is called this tab. And my disclaimer when I talk about this tab is usually just to explain that it's the only way you can record sound off your device. So if you're recording something and you need music in the background or any sort of sound coming from your device that you want recorded in the video, you'll need to do this tab only. However, if you record with this tab only, it literally only records that tab. It will not switch tabs or windows if you do. So just keep that in mind. This tab only stays on the first tab recorded and won't switch, even if it's a pop-up that comes from the original tab. The next option is full screen. And with that option, you can't record sound from your device, but you can choose whether you want to record your entire screen, a window, or multiple tabs. With this tab in full screen, you also have the option to turn on drawing tools, which means that you can turn on a toolbar, which I'll show you in a second, that has a bunch of features that you can use to draw on the screen or interact on the screen as you're recording. Our third type of recording is webcam only, and that is exactly what it sounds like. It just records your webcam. You also can access our teleprompter from webcam only. That's the only space that you can use teleprompter in. You can't use the teleprompter with either this tab only or the full screen. And we'll go over the teleprompter shortly. So let me show you what the drawing toolbar looks like first. Here's our drawing toolbar. It's at the bottom of the screen here. While you're recording, you can stop the recording, pause the recording, restart the recording, or delete it altogether and just go back to just trash it all together. If you restart, it'll also delete the previous video. So if you want to keep going and you don't want to just totally start over, you can just click the restart button. It also has some different cursors. This first one is like a target cursor. So when you click on an area with this cursor, it put a little target around it. The second option is a spotlight. It dims out the whole screen around where you're highlighting, and it just has a little spotlight that highlights the part you're looking at. And then the last one is really just for fun. It's fireworks. So the fireworks are really cool and kind of just for fun. Kind of like adding confetti at the end of a lesson. And then you also have the ability to add text if you want to your recording while you're recording it. However, you have more text option features in the editor. So I usually just kind of tell people to wait till you get to the editor to add your text. You can also, with the text feature and the rectangle drawing feature, choose your color that you want. So you can choose from any color of the spectrum and just really personalize it. You can also free draw with the pencil. I skipped over blur, but that's one of our new features. You can blur out part of your screen during recording. You can also do that in the editor, so don't worry about that. Then you have emojis as well on your toolbar that'll pop up on the screen and then disappear. And then you can erase everything with the eraser or just clear the screen with the raindrop. You can also change your camera preference from the toolbar as well. Another new feature we have, I want to just kind of go into Screencastify and talk about our new library page. It used to be called My Videos, and we've switched it to My Library for a few reasons. One way you can access it is from this square with the play button on the right-hand side, or if you go to the left-hand side, you can open up the hamburger button and go to My Library. And that's going to take you in to your My Library page. It used to be called My Videos, but now it's called My Library for a couple of reasons. One, because you have 2 tabs now at the top. You have My Videos and you have Shared with Me. With My Videos, it's going to open up all your folders and any video you've recorded or add it from the premium library into your Screencastify account. The Shared with Me tab is different. It's going to load the folders and videos that people have shared with you through Screencastify, which I can show you in a minute. So you now have those two tabs. The other tab you also have that's new is called Home. And this is a really great tab that we just added, like within the last couple weeks. From the Home tab, you can create a video, jump into our editor, or even go straight to student submit. And then it also shows you your most recent videos, so you can easily pick up where you left off if you're editing or adding AI features or anything like that. Or if you have a video that you frequently play, it'll be on your recents, no matter where it is in your library. So that's a really great addition. And then last on our page, we've added the new video button. From here, you can open the extension to record a video. You can also upload an MP4 or MOV file directly from your device or from Google Drive. So now you can just put them right into your Screencastify library. In the past, you would have to open the editor with a video and add it on top of a video and then delete the other video. Now you can just upload a video you take with your phone, your iPad, or whatever device you're using and drop it right into Screencastify to use all of our amazing editing and AI features with. Next, I want to show you our teleprompter because it is cool. So I'm going to go into the extension and go back to webcam only. From webcam only, I'm going to make sure my teleprompter button is toggled on in blue. That will make this say create, script, and record. If the teleprompter is not on, it'll just say record. So I'm going to click on create, script, and record, and this is going to take me into my teleprompter screen. The teleprompter will generate a script for you with AI, or if you have like a bio or what you already want to say planned out, you can add it right here in this bottom box. And then it'll play it on the teleprompter for you. So you don't have to use AI to generate it. If you're doing like a bio video for your classroom parents, or you have like a video that you already know what you want to write, or you've used other AI to write the script, you can just drop that script right into the box and it'll display on the teleprompter. But I'm going to show you today how to use AI for script generation. And I'm going to drop it in here, but I'm going to give you some pointers on how to prompt the AI as well. How do I open up this teleprompter screen? You go to your extension and click webcam only. Make sure your teleprompter is toggled on the bottom, and then click create, script, and record. And this screen will open for you. All right, I'm going to drop the prompt into my script generator box. And the prompt says, a video lesson introducing the three types of angles for fourth grade students with easy to understand directions and real world examples. That's all I need to write. I only have to have like 50 characters for the generator to work. However, with AI, the more specific you get, the better response you're going to get from the AI generator, obviously. But I would just at least recommend putting in your grade level, the content area, and then what you want it to do with the content. Do you want it to break it down into scaffolded steps? Do you want it to give you definitions and examples? What do you want the AI to do with the content that you are feeding to it? You can also drop a standard in here and tell it to make a video lesson from this standard, and it would do that as well. After you've given it your prompt, you can select the time length for your video from anywhere from 30 seconds to 4 minutes. However, if you want to use any of our AI features like captions, world languages, or quiz on top of this, you'll have to have longer than a minute long video with more than 20 spoken words. So just keep that in mind when you're selecting a length for your teleprompter. For that, I usually just select 2 minutes to be on the safe side. Right now, you can choose to have the script returned to you in either English or Spanish. And then you can also set the tone for your script from casual, energetic, inspirational, instructional, or professional. And once you've had all those things selected, added your prompt, and you're ready to go, just click Generate Script. And it's going to take a few seconds. I know what you're thinking. Can I edit this? Of course you can edit this. Just click Edit Script at the bottom of the screen. Your script will pop up in a giant box on your screen for you to really see everything at once. And you can go in and add or delete whatever you want to do, whatever you need to. Like, for example, when I was in the classroom, I never would say, like, hello, fourth graders. Like, I always had a nickname for my class and I let them choose. Like this year, it'd probably be 6, 7, right? At this point in the year. But they would choose what they wanted to be called as a group of students. And you can change this to however you address your class. Like that's really formal for me. I'm more of a, hey, what's up, y'all, teacher? So I would definitely change that. And then, as anything with AI, I always give this disclaimer, just make sure you really read through it to ensure accuracy and that it's free of bias. That's really important with AI. It's getting better, but we still need to make sure it's accurate and there's no bias in the script. So once you've done that and added whatever kind of flair you want to add for your class and you're ready to record, you can just click done. All I need to do is click start recording. It's going to bring the teleprompter up on my screen, count down from 3. It's going to auto advance the script as it thinks it should based on whatever's programmed in Screencastify. However, that doesn't usually work for me. If you want the script to go faster or slower, all you need to do is hover your mouse over it. You don't have to click. Just hover over it with your mouse and then scroll up or down as you need to. So like you would scroll down to advance the script as you read through it at your pace. Just, make it sound natural and all that good stuff. The toolbar on the bottom has a couple of features I want to just draw your attention to. If for some reason you want to go off script, you can hide the teleprompter. Also, just so you know, if you've never used a teleprompter before, when we look at the final video, the teleprompter is not going to show up on my final video. It'll just show my webcam feed. And you can't move it from left to right because they kind of put it this way so that you would be looking at the camera as you're reading. You can delete. If you delete, though, I kind of just want to give you this disclaimer. If you delete from this part, it's not only going to delete your video, it's going to delete your prompt and your script and everything you've just set up. So don't hit delete, just hit restart and try it again. So no delete, just restart. You can pause it if like the fire alarm goes off or the bell rings or your phone rings or a student comes in to ask you a question. All those factors that go on in a classroom, I get it. It happens to all of us. Or the announcements come on or whatever. You can pause it and then restart it when you're ready. And then once you're done, you can click end, and it'll save your video into your My Videos page. And then it'll open it up for you in the view page. And this is where we can do things like edit and share and add the AI features. So from here, I'm just going to show you a couple things in the editor that are new. I'm not going to go over the whole editor, but I'm going to show you some of the new features. If you haven't been in our editor since last school year, you're in for a surprise. We've revamped it completely. It's now called Castify Edit, and it is an AI video editor. We have a couple AI features already added, and there are more coming very soon. So I'm going to click to edit my video or edit any video that I have that I've recorded. You cannot edit premium library videos in the editor due to copyright, but you can edit any videos you create. I'll just click edit video. It'll take my video into my editor for me and load it in the new editor. If you are like a big fan of the classic editor and you just don't want to switch yet, you can change the editor to the classic up here at the top. However, it's eventually going away, so you might as well just get used to the new editor now. A couple of different things that I want to point out. The first one I want to show you is really great, and I think y'all are going to be the first ones in your district to see this. I'm not sure if it was available the last training, but in your videos that you've created, if you click the transcript button and click generate transcript, y'all just wait for how cool this is. It is not only going to generate a transcript of your entire video for you, but you're going to be able to edit it. Yes, you can edit your transcript now in Screencastify Edit, any video you've created. And so that means you can change like anything. Like I know I have like a little bit of a Southern twang, anything that gets wrong with my Southern drawl, anything that's misspelled, like anybody's names that's misspelled, anything that they picked up incorrectly from the video or whatever. You can now, once the transcript is generated, click the pencil and edit the text. You can also delete sections of text from the transcript if you want to. Like if you like messed up and said something weird, you can delete that part and it'll just not be in the transcript. I think it stays in the audio, but it'll delete it from the transcript. If you're wondering about, the script is auto-generated with AI, but you can edit it fully. And if you want to know if you can change it to different languages, yes, but that's in our world language feature, which we'll be talking about towards the end, but yes, you can. All right, so that's our new transcript feature. The other new feature is with the add video button. You used to only be able to add video from your device or from Google Drive, but now you can open up the extension and record a video to go right into your video editor with this video. If you remember, oh man, I forgot to tell them to do this part of my video, I forgot to do it. You can just add it right into your video stream, and that's really cool. You can also click the drop down and add something directly from your My Videos page. So you can still import from Drive and upload a file. And now you can even add student submit videos into your recording. So you can definitely, with Student Submit, that's our student facing video tool. So now you can add student voice right into your recordings of content or whatever you're recording. You can add their voice, their opinions, whatever you want to add, them giving examples, whatever they recorded for you, you can add right into your content to and just make it even better with that student voice option. So you can add your submit videos in here and edit them as well. You still have all your other features available that you used to have: text, zoom, blur, and crop, and audio. The audio, all you can do is adjust the volume. The other thing that's new is that now instead of cut, we're calling it split. So with split, you'll need to go into your video stream and click on it to turn it yellow. And then if you need to split it to delete a part, you can click split, go to the part you want to delete, click split again, and then you have this little slice you want to delete. Maybe you took a breath or said to get your words right. You can now take that out by just clicking delete and deleting that part of the video, and it'll play through, what you deleted. Very soon, we are going to have we are going to have a new addition to our editor that will take out all of those misspeaks with the oohs and ahs and ums and the dead silence. It's going to take out all of those little things for you with AI. Any questions about anything I've gone over so far? I've been trying to pay attention to the chat. I know somebody's having trouble getting Screencastify to work. So I'm going to go back to my video that I just recorded. I'm going to go to my home screen and pick a video that I have that has some words on it. To share, we have some new sharing features. One of the ways you can share is on the very far left. You can just copy the link. However, you want to make sure your privacy settings are set correctly before you do that, which I'll show you how to do in a second. When you click the share button on the left, the share video screen is going to pop up. And you'll notice the first thing that you see right here is an add people box. This is how you share videos with anybody in your district or beyond that you want to share a video with. So you can add their email address here, and then you have two options. They will either get a link to just view your video, or the best option ever, they can get a link to copy that video into their My Videos page. And not only will it copy the video, it'll copy all the features you've added, any quiz questions you've added, and it'll give them their own analytics. So they don't have to reinvent the wheel. They can just use your quiz that I know is so great that you just want to share and add, and they'll have all the features added already, and they can just get their own analytics, and you'll be the hero of your grade level or subject area. Once you click can copy and add their email address, send them an invite, and we'll take it from there. And it'll show up in that shared videos tab that I showed you. Other than that, you have your apps. You have your Google Classroom, that if you click on that, to share to Google Classroom, it'll take you to the other tab, and this is the third-party sharing that I'm sure y'all are familiar with. You just pick the class that you want to share it to, and if you want to share it as an assignment or an announcement or a material, and then it'll take you into your assignment page, and it'll link it down here automatically for you, and then you can go from there with how you assign it. The other thing I love to point out, because I feel like very few people take advantage of this, and I love it so much because I use it all the time. You can generate a QR code of your video right inside of Screencastify. Why would you want to do this? Well, maybe it's great for some video scavenger hunts or gallery walks of videos that students can watch and then answer questions. I loved it for study guides and homework. When I taught math, I would put the QR code to my content video right on my students' homework. So when they got home and forgot how to do everything because they weren't listening in class, they could pull up the video on their phone or their parents' phone or a tablet or whatever, and they have the content right there to watch as they work through their homework. I saw such an improvement of test grades and just content retention doing this. It was worth the extra time and few steps it took me to add this to their homework or study guide. It's also great to add to student certificates at the end of the year with a short message to them. But it's also great for send home stuff to parents. I used to tape it to the back of my kids' shirts to send home stuff to their parent or put it in their agenda. Before I had Remind where I could send the link, but that always works as well to send home stuff to parents. Embed code if you want to embed it on a website or web page, and then you can copy your share link here as well. The privacy settings are super important to go through. Just know that you still have the restricted setting, which means only you can view the video. So don't set it on restricted. You have anyone with the link and anyone in my domain. If you do anyone in my domain, you'll have to put in your district email domain, and the only people that can access it are people that will sign in with your district email. I usually just did anyone with the link, and then with anyone with the link, you want to make sure that it's not sent to anonymously, especially if you're giving a quiz. If you're sending something home for parents or like widespread, you can send it to anonymously so they don't have to sign in. But if you're giving a quiz, definitely make sure it's either by email address or by name. I usually just did it anyone with the link and by name, because they can't really hurt the video if they get in. I figured if a stranger somehow found the link and accessed my video, they just might learn something. That's what I usually set it as for my students. And once you set your default, your privacy, if you want it to be your default setting, you can check the box on the bottom and save it as a default. All right, cool. Let's jump into the premium library. Okay, so from your Screencastify toolbar on the left-hand side, you can go down to the light bulb that says Premium Library and select that. That's going to take you into our Premium Library page. One disclaimer, we do have it set to the Khan Academy channel when you first log on or first go into the library. Just make sure that you change that to all. Just click on all at the very far left so that you can access all the YouTube for Education videos, not just Khan Academy. But we do have our popular channels linked at the top if you want to look there first. You can also search for a video or paste a YouTube link. The really cool thing is if you paste a YouTube link, it'll put it through the YouTube for Education site and it'll make it safe, trackable, and ad-free for students. So if you have a video link that you've always used and you don't want to take the time to find it in the premium library, just drop the link right here and we'll get it back. We'll find it for you on YouTube. You also have filters that you can use. I taught 5th grade, 4th and 5th grade. So I usually just check upper elementary, but check your grade level, your grade band that's up here. And then you can select your subject that you're looking for. So we did the math teleprompter, so let's stick with math. And then once I have my grade level and subject selected, I can just click apply. It'll return all the 4th through 6th grade math videos on YouTube for Education for me to kind of look through. This is my go-to video because it's cute and easy, and I know it'll work with everything I want to do next. So I'm going to click on it. Once I select the video, they took out that other step where you had to do it like twice. It just goes straight into your My Videos. So now it's in my My Videos library. I can keep it'll stay there. I can delete it or add it to a folder if I need to. The only editing I can do, you can see that my premium library videos can't be edited. The only editing I can do is trimming the video. So I can, like if it's a longer video and I only wanted to show the first 5 minutes or maybe just the middle 10 minutes, I can just trim on either end and only show parts of the video. So once you've added your video from the premium library, let's enhance it with AI and make this an AI quiz. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do to enhance my video with AI, remember, to enhance it with AI, it has to be longer than a minute and have more than 20 words. This is 1 minute and 44 seconds, and I know it's got more than 20 words. It's a song, so it even works on a song as long as there's lyrics. I'm going to click AI Assistant and Enhance Video. What this is going to do is it's going to put captions and a transcript on my video. It's going to use AI to change the title and the description with AI. And it's going to auto chapter the video by adding like little breaks in the video as chapters like they have on YouTube. So those are all great features. Pretty soon you'll notice that the AI Enhance, you'll be able to choose what you want to enhance. Like if I don't want the title and description to change, I won't have to do that anymore. So you can see my title changed. It's editable. I usually just would put like the chapter number and like maybe lesson number and then like what it was on for my students, like just so to make it easier when I put it in Google Classroom for them. And then you can come down and see your description as well. And I'm going to give you the disclaimer again, y'all. Read through it for accuracy and make sure it's lack of bias. There's lack of bias in it, and just, do your due diligence with that with your AI. But they're usually pretty good. It's pretty robust description for a 1 minute and 44 second long video. I've enhanced it with AI. Now we're going to make it a quiz, and it's going to become a quiz, and I probably like under a minute. So I'm going to click on AI quiz and grading, and it's going to take me into my quiz page. If you are like really into just adding everything on your own, you can still add manual questions with the blue button at the top. You can still add those manual multiple choice questions that will auto grade. You can also add short answer questions that you'll have to grade. And then you can also add a note to the students, like write this down, it'll be on the test. Go to Google Classroom and do your next assignment. Whatever information you want them to have in the video, you can write a note for them to read and then, click that they read it and move on. I'm not going to show you how to add questions manually. I'm going to show you how to add them with AI. So we're going to add some AI quiz questions down here at the bottom in this like pink purple box. I am going to click the question type. I can choose either multiple choice, which again will auto grade. With AI, my short answer questions will auto grade based on the AI answer, or I can choose a mix of both. Then I come over to the next box and I can select the number of questions I want added to my video. So I'm going to select 5. Then I'm going to select the grade level. This is really cool for my special ed teachers, my EL teachers, or you know what, all of y'all probably have kids below grade level with reading in your classroom. So this is a really cool feature. While we don't have read aloud on our questions yet, this feature kind of makes up for it. This is a 4th grade video. This is a 4th grade standard in Georgia anyway. I would have 4th graders watching this. However, I taught special education resource, so I know that those 4th graders are not reading on a 4th grade level. They're probably reading on a 1st or 2nd grade. So if I wanted to, I could choose grade 2 here and have the questions written on the content in 2nd grade level. So I can have my 4th grade content in this video, have all those questions it comes up with written on a 2nd grade reading level for them. That's a pretty neat feature. But for today, I'm just going to choose grade 4. I wouldn't select multiple grade levels because it confuses the AI. But just do like one grade level for these questions, and then like you can copy the video and just switch the grade level and add the questions again if you wanted to. If you wanted to do like differentiated videos. But now that I have all my choices, I'm going to click generate questions. While it's thinking of questions, I just want to point out at the bottom of your quiz screen, it says tag standard. When you open that up, you can now choose your state and tag your state standards on your Screencastify videos. Keep up with what content you're teaching and have taught throughout the year with video. So that's really cool. It used to be just the Common Core standards, but now we've added all the states and their specific state standards to Screencastify. And y'all, my quiz questions are already ready. So I can either remove them or add them one by one, or I can come down to the bottom and add all of them, or I can regenerate. So if I like remove this question and then add the rest of them, it's going to leave this one question out. I can click regenerate. It'll give me another way. It'll give me a new time to generate questions. So I'm going to choose both again. I don't know why. Oh, you can just generate that one question over. Like I might do multiple choice and do 3 and just have it generate 3 more questions to make up for the one I removed. But here are my questions already put at the right timestamp. And you can, of course, edit them. Just click on the caret next to the question and edit. And you can edit anything from the question to the answer choices to the question weight. With your short answer questions, you can click the caret and you can change what the AI is looking for the answer if you want to. So if I click edit for short answer, what is in this box with the purple stars was what AI is going to look for to grade the short answer question. So you can change that if you want it to be different. And you can also limit the number of characters they can respond with just to help them get the answer right. I'm actually going to delete this question so I can add a multiple choice because we're going to play a little bit of a game. Add this one at 45, and then we'll just do 4 questions. So now that I've added my AI questions, if you're assigning this as a quiz for your students, definitely go up to the settings box, click on settings, and then turn on prevent skipping. If you're assigning this as a quiz in Google Classroom or setting it out as a quiz, definitely prevent skipping because it'll do 2 things. It'll stop them from skipping ahead on the video. It'll also prevent them from skipping any questions. Like it'll pause at the question and they can't go on until they answer it. You can also set a due date. One cool thing about our due dates is unlike some of our competition, if a student misses the quiz due date, we don't block them from learning the content and taking the quiz and watching the video. It just highlights it in your gradebook and your analytics on Screencastify to let you know they took it late. So they can still learn the content and access the content. They're not prevented from learning. It just lets you know they did it after the deadline. One thing I want to show you before we do host live is a new feature that is on YouTube once you're signed into Screencastify. If you go to YouTube, search for a video or open a video. I'm just going to open like a short video right here. You can now, underneath your video, there'll be a purple bar that says edit with Screencastify. And when you click that button, it's going to add this video to your My Videos page. It will not add the education safe version. It's just going to add the video straight from YouTube. So keep that in mind. But if you find a cool YouTube video, you can add it straight into your Screencastify. If you want the education version, you'll need to go through the premium library. So that's just a disclaimer. But if you want, now you can add a video straight from YouTube in your Screencastify account. We have a new feature called Live Learning Think like Screencastify plus Kahoot. Really fun. To do it, you'll click Host Live on your quiz page, or on from the share button. You can also click on Host Live once you have quiz questions available. You can choose the join method either by name or by email address. And I taught middle school, so I know what you're thinking. Yes, if they come up with an inappropriate name, you can delete it immediately. There's a little trash can, you can delete it. I'll show you that in a second. So don't worry about that. Because my kids never knew their email address, but they would for sure put something inappropriate as their name. Then you can choose their time per question, 10 seconds to 90 seconds for how long you want it to wait per question. You can also choose whether or not you want to display a leaderboard. And then from that leaderboard, if you want to show everyone the top 3 or the top 5, and set this as a default setting if you know you want to use it forever. I'm going to click Start Game, and it's going to come up with this page with a link and a QR code. I know you're thinking, like, this is a lot of steps for the kids to join. Y'all, if you know you're going to do this ahead of time, go ahead and copy, like, click the code, and it'll copy the entire link to join. You can just link that code in Google Classroom. Don't close this out, though, when you link it, because it'll come up with a new code if you do that. So just keep that tab open for your classes to play. You can also, like, put the join link and the code into Google Classroom if you wanted to do it that way, or have them scan the QR code. You can also adjust your settings from this page if you decide to change something. Once I start game, you can still enter the game, just so you know. If you walked away for a second or didn't hear this or taken a minute to load, you can still join the game by clicking on the link. So for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and start it. One thing I want to mention is that when I start the game, on your screen, yep, you're getting a blank white screen. It should tell you on that screen to pay attention to the teacher's screen. When you're watching the video, you'll watch the teacher's screen. And then when it's time for a question, the question will populate on your screen to answer. So the students won't be distracted by having the video in 2 places. So you display this on your interactive board for them to watch the video, and then the question will populate on their device. So I'm going to go full screen for it. The question will pop up on the side when it's ready. And let's learn about angles.
Between 0 and 90, an angle is acute. This angle's small and skinny and kinda cute. It looks like a V or the top of a Y, or the angles that you see eating pizza or pie.
Angles are measured in degrees, and here's how.
All right, here's our first question, y'all. Multiple choice. You'll notice at the bottom, I can see how many responses have been collected, and I see the countdown timer. So if I collect all my responses before the time is up, it'll stop the timer and let me continue. All right, and it should give you your feedback on your screen, whether you got the answer correct or incorrect. When I click continue, you're going to see our leaderboard for right now. I'm going to click continue again to start the video.
And here's how to remember them with ease.
When an angle measures 90, do we call it right? You can tell this angle just by sight. It looks like an L or the corner of a square. You're looking at them when you're walking up the stairs.
Angles are measured in.
All right, I'm going to click continue. All right, so now we have our activity completed, and there's some confetti and our leaderboard, but that's how live learning works. From here, you can also go to your responses, to your analytics, and see how the students did per question, or return to your assessments tab. All right, that's a fun activity because you can, like, seriously take a video out of the premium library, enhance it with AI, add some AI quiz questions, and host live learning in like 3 or 4 minutes. So if you like run out of stuff to do one day and you're like, oh no, I can't have my students like left to their own devices, you can do this in maybe 3 or 4 minutes and really just knock it out of the park. Oh, our next feature is world languages. This is really cool too, y'all. Especially if you have families that don't speak English as a native language. Super helpful for parents and students as well. I'm going to go into a video that I already have kind of set up for it, but I'll explain what I did, don't worry. So this is just a read aloud I recorded off of my computer. I used Epic Books to pull up a book, and I just recorded myself reading over it and cropped out the rest of my screen so it only showed the book. Didn't do anything fancy. The first thing you want to do to use our world languages feature is AI enhanced your video. The video needs to be AI enhanced to add world languages. So once again, longer than a minute, more than 20 words. Once it's AI enhanced, I find it easiest to add the world languages features through the preview screen. So I'm going to click on preview to take me to that preview screen of what the video will look like on the shared page for anyone watching it. If you haven't been on our video shared page in a while, the transcript, if you've AI enhanced, now populates on the side. If for some reason that's distracting on that page, you can come down and click hide transcript and it'll disappear from the page. I'm gonna play the first like 10 seconds of the video the way I recorded it so that y'all can hear it and see what to do. Then we'll go over the world languages features. So this is in English with captions in the transcript in English, and you'll notice the transcript auto advances as well. The Sad, Sad Monster by Dolores Costello. This story is about a monster. A very good monster. Okay, so clearly that was in English with English captions and an English transcript. Now I want to add my world languages features on top of that and change the language of the captions and add an AI voiceover in a different language as well. The first thing I need to change is the language of my captions. I'm going to click Captions, the Closed Captions button, and select Languages. Okay, any language that you see with a green check next to it, I've already downloaded it. When you open up your video to do this, it'll be blank. There won't be any languages except for English checked. To download a language is super easy. Just find the language you want to download, click on it, it'll download to the background of your video, and we'll send you an email when the language is ready to be used. It'll also show up with a green check next to it when it's ready. So I'm going to select Spanish. You'll notice that my captions and my transcript have already changed to Spanish. I'm going to go next door to closed captions to AI voiceover, click on that, and I'm also going to change it to Spanish. You download the voiceover the same way, click on the language, it'll download in the background, we'll let you know when it's ready, and it'll show up with a green check. So I'm also going to put the voiceover in Spanish. I am going to up the playback speed on this, just so it matches, the voiceover matches my reading speed.
El monstruo triste, triste por Dolores Costello. Esta historia trata sobre un monstruo muy bueno, pero aunque era
I would have loved to have this in the classroom. I would have used it so much with my parents, especially because they could never come to curriculum night or open house. I couldn't get a translator. I could record my open house presentation, my curriculum night presentation, my weekly newsletter I could record on this and send home with world languages. And because I'm just, sharing is caring, y'all, I do have tip sheets that are coming in the follow-up with a tip sheet for you to turn on the captions and voiceover. And then the next tip sheet is a picture-based tip sheet for you to send home to parents to show them how to turn it on. I do recommend downloading the languages if you know them that you need first to make it easier for the parents, but this one is picture-based. It goes through the steps for the parents to access the voiceover. We have currently over 50 languages available. We do not use Google Translate. We use a third-party source. And by the time we're done with the third-party source, we're going to have over 96 languages. If you use Gmail, whether you use it personally or at work, I know you probably use a work account we do have a new feature in Gmail if you use that. But if now when you go to your Compose in Gmail, all right, so now you can see in your Gmail account that you have the Screencastify button down here. When you click on the Screencastify button, you can record a video from your Screencastify extension right into your Gmail, insert a video from your My Videos page, or if you have the email already written, if you click Turn Email into Video, it'll take your email and open up the teleprompter, and you can click, it'll put your email in the teleprompter AI generator box. It'll generate an AI script of your email for you to read in the teleprompter. Such a fun little feature in Gmail if you use Gmail, even if you use it personally. Let's wrap up with Student Submit. And Submit can be found at the bottom with the paper airplane. You can create a new submit assignment from the blue button with a blank template, or you can create one from a template we already have by selecting it. This one is fluency practice. I would have used this all the time. You can put your passage that you want your students to read into the instructions panel, and then it'll personalize it for you and your students. You have 3 recording types you can choose from: screen and webcam, webcam only, or screen only. You can also tag your state standards here. I'm going to come back to how to share it because Google Classroom has done us a solid with an integration right into Submit. You can also choose your link privacy. If you do anyone with the link, it'll pull their name from their SSO. Anyone in my domain, they have to log in with their email. Submitters cannot view their video privacy can be either submitters cannot view any videos. Don't do that if you're going to leave timestamp feedback. Submitters can view their own videos so they can see the video and your feedback. You can also they can view all videos, But if you do that, they can also comment on all videos. You can choose a recording time limit, as well as an amount of points, or have it ungraded, a due date, and then y'all turn this off if you don't want to get a ton of emails. And we'll send you an email every time a video is submitted if you don't. You can either share it with either generating a link, which is how you would share it if you wanted like parent feedback. I had a teacher do this for her parents and send a submit assignment home for parents to tell her about their students at the beginning of the year, which I thought was super cool. Or if you're doing it for students, click on Google Classroom and you can load it, everything right here, straight into your Google Classroom. You don't have to open another tab or anything like that. We'll add it here and you can even schedule it assigned for a later date. This is what they see when they first open the screen. When they're ready to record, they'll click start recording. They'll count down from 5. And then they have their instructions and their reading passage right next to the webcam feed. They don't need it printed out or another screen. It's right there for them the whole time they're recording. If they mess up, they can start over or stop the recording when they're done. They can also start over here or submit it to you for their assignment. As the teacher, I'm going to go back to the submit page. To grade it, you'll click on the assignment and then you'll see all of their names here. To view their submissions, you'll just click view submissions. It'll play them in a row. And then they have their instructions and their reading. You can do your timestamp feedback below that only you and the student will see. Then add your grade at the top right, and you're done. If you wanted to create a highlight reel or like a mixtape of everybody's videos, you can select the student names and click highlight reel. It'll open in the editor for you to edit all the videos and like make it like a little highlight reel or mixtape of the videos.
Renee will be back next month, so we hope to see you. Thanks, Renee.
Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.